Alright, hello everybody. I am streaming this because we have received our AP exam schedule and a lot of information about the exam itself. So, if you're joining us live, then hello. If you're joining us and you're watching the recorded stream, also hello. Hope everybody's doing okay. I'm going to get right to the necessary info. What you are seeing right now is the AP exam schedule. This exam schedule is pretty set in stone. So there's going to be two dates. There's one regular date, and then there's a makeup date for those that cannot join us on the regular date. The date for our exam is going to be Monday, May 18th, and it is going to occur at 1 p.m. I'll be posting a link to this down in our Google Classroom so everybody can see what I am seeing. Now, if we go down here, they give you a whole bunch of information about those dates. If you go down to Sciences and AP Biology, if you have other AP courses, you can see this as well. They're giving you the exam date and time. They're telling you a lot about what's going to happen during the exam itself. So let me show you guys what's going on there. Hold on, my video capture device is not working for some reason, so let's see, get that out of there. Yes. Alright, so if you take a look at exam timing, you guys are going to have 25 minutes to read and respond to question 1, and then 5 minutes to upload your response. After uploading the response to question 1, students will have 15 minutes to respond to question 2, with 5 additional minutes to upload their response to question 2. If you're reading this like I'm reading it, that means that you guys only have 2 questions to respond to. There is only going to be 2 FRQ questions on this exam. If you take a look down here, question 1 that you have 25 minutes allotted to you is going to be 65% of your exam grade. Question 2 is going to be 35% of your exam grade. So question 1 holds a lot more weight than question 2. Look down here. There are 2 question types here. Question 1 is going to focus on interpreting and evaluating experimental results. Question 2 is going to be conceptual analysis. So during question 1, you are going to get a data set and an explanation of a scenario, and you're going to do the following. Check it out. They give you all of the verbs and question types that you're going to be using. So part A, describe and explain biological concepts, processes, or models in an applied context. Part B, identify and justify experimental design procedures. So they're asking, why did someone design their experiment like this? And you're going to identify the method they're using, and you're going to justify, basically give reasoning to why they're doing the experiment that way. Part C is analyzing data. You'll have a data set and you will be explaining it. And then part D is to make and justify predictions. They might say, based on this experiment, what would you expect if the experiment was different, or if they were to do the experiment again with different conditions? Then you're making and justifying a prediction. This looks like it is going to be pretty easy for you guys, because that's mostly what we do in my classroom, is designing experiments, justifying why we designed them that way, and then making predictions for further experimentation. Question 2 is a conceptual analysis question. So this is less of analyzing data, and this is more of describing and explaining a biological concept. So you are going to get an authentic scenario describing a biological phenomena with a disruption. When I see words like this, biological phenomena with a disruption, that means that I'm thinking about all of the different types of biological concepts we have studied that could be disrupted. For example, maybe it's a cell signaling pathway that's being disrupted in some way, and you're supposed to explain how that disruption is affecting the system as a whole. Maybe they're talking about an enzyme that has stopped functioning, and you have to describe why it has stopped functioning. Maybe they are talking about, I'm thinking about other examples, maybe they are talking about genetics, and it could be a genetic trait that has mutated and is disrupting a biological process. This is very important wording here, a biological phenomena with a disruption. This question assesses the student's ability to do the following. So there are 4 parts to this one as well. Part 1, you will describe the biological concept or process in applied context. So you're just describing the biological concepts that you'll see within this phenomena. Part B, explain biological concepts or processes in an applied context. This is asking you what is going on. This is asking you why it is going on. Part C, predict the causes or effects of a change in a biological system. Hey, if a biological system is disrupted in some way, what do you think is going to happen afterwards? If we're thinking about enzymes that are present in a organism, what would happen if that organism is overheating? What if the pH balance of that organism rises? What are the effects of that change in a biological system? Part D, support or justify a claim with reasoning or evidence. Supporting and justifying a claim with reasoning or evidence. So it sounds like this one, they give you the claim and you are supposed to support or justify, add evidence and reasoning to that claim based on the prompt that they're going to give you. Hey, this is also everything that we do in class. This is just XYZ. They're giving you the claim, you're adding the rest, the Y and the Z. If you look at the course and exam description, that means you're Googling AP Biology CED. It is going to give you a bunch of different FRQ types. This is FRQ1 for question 1 and FRQ4 for question 4. Let's actually go to the course and exam description and see if we can see what they're talking about. Aaliyah, FRQ stands for free response question. That means it's not a multiple choice question. It is a free response question where you will have to write, calculate, draw. Basically, it's any type of question that is not a multiple choice. Let's take a look at the AP Biology CED. So again, I've told you guys this a couple different points in our course, but at any point you can research what the AP Biology CED looks like. It is a guide to the entire course in one nice little PDF. They're referencing the CED in our course, our exam guidelines here. They're saying that these are 2 types of questions that you'll be seeing. Let me go to the CED. Here's what it looks like, and we're going to find the section that has the FRQ types. Okay, so example exam questions down here on page 200. Let's send ourselves there. Aaliyah Holloway, CED stands for Course and Exam Description. That's what we are looking at right now. Okay, so what they are referencing over here in this table, free response question type, that's the same thing up here, question name. Free response question type 1 is interpreting and evaluating experimental results. Question type 4 is conceptual analysis, so they already gave us that information. Alright, so again, they are only giving questions based on information seen in units 1 through 6. That means everything from biochemistry through genetics. Evolution and ecology is not on the exam. So that means from now until the exam date, we are going to be reviewing units 1 through 6. Here's your makeup date, test, and time. Remember, this is a special date. You have to have some sort of exemption from the original date in order to get this date. You need to aim for the regular exam date of May 18th. So here's what I want everyone to do. Y'all need to go onto the College Board and register for this exam. Everybody should have a College Board login. If you cannot remember your login info, then there should be a way for you to find it on the website. If you're having trouble logging in, you need to call. Do not email me. Call the College Board and have them help you figure it out. They are very, very helpful. And register yourself for this exam. Again, this has never been easier. They have never been more transparent about what's going to be on the exam. We have all the tools we need to know what we need to study and the types of questions we need to be prepared for. So that means that I am going to be structuring the rest of our class online until the exam date with this type of information that's going to help us tackle these two questions so everybody can get the best score possible. Alright, I'm going to sign off because I can hear my toddler yelling upstairs. He's supposed to be taking a nap, but he is not. So let's go ahead and say see you later, and I will give you guys some more info very, very soon. Alright, later, skater.